Thank you for joining the 66th broadcast of the T-ROH show. This is your host, Keith. And believe it or not, folks, we got Tony on tonight. Say hello, Tony.
Hey, hello everyone. Glad to be back.
And what we're doing today is a little bit different than what we normally do on the T-ROH show. We normally expose things, expose crimes, and all this other kind of stuff. But we were in the National Assembly last night, and we usually have what they call the after crowd. Okay, the after crowd will stay on until about 1 or 2 in the morning, and we get to talking, and we talk about a million different things. And I was sitting there, and I started thinking, or I was thinking, I have been thinking about this for a long time, or for a while, and I said, I've been on this planet, I'd say a little over half a century, and I started thinking back. And I cannot remember, I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot remember a time in my lifetime where there wasn't some kind of war going on, where there were people hurting each other, murdering each other, raping each other, stealing, all kinds of things that you can possibly imagine. And it's actually gotten worse as time has gone by. But ever since I could remember or acknowledge that, events happening in front of me, whether I'm watching on TV or whatever it is, that I didn't witness 10 to 12 murders a night. Somebody burning the place down or doing some kind of violence towards somebody else. I cannot witness a time where people have not hurt other people, regardless of who, what, where, when, why. The whether it didn't matter about race, it didn't matter about anything. It's just people hurting other people, which means that I was raised in war. So I started thinking about it, and I go, what if we had a day, just one day, over the whole planet, in whatever country it is, just one day from sunrise to sunset. We're not even asking 24 hours. From sunrise to sunset, designated where nobody hurts each other. Do you think we can get 6-7 billion people to do that? With the internet, we might. But one day, that's it, that the people, everybody on the planet decides not to hurt somebody else that day. Now, we're not saying like you don't have, you have to excuse what they did or whatever reason you're using, that you have to stop hating them, that you have to forgive them, or you're just a criminal and wake up that morning and scheme on how to hurt somebody that day. We're just saying that if we had one day that you had those feelings and those thoughts and you didn't act on them from sunrise to sunset. We're not asking to say you have to love somebody or forgive them and all that. We're not asking for you to do something. We're asking that you don't do something. Just something that you don't do that day.
Don't act on the impulse to hurt another.
Right. Just don't do that from sunrise to sunset. That's it. One day. Maybe one day we can all choose, no matter what position you're in, no matter who the hell you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have. None of that matters on that day. You just choose not to hurt somebody or act on those impulses that one day. That's it. Sunrise to sunset. So we all started talking. We were in committee. We all started talking. So we need to come up with a name for this because everybody got really excited about that idea. Extremely excited about it. So we come up with this World Empathy Day. On 8/8/2020, that's August 8th, 2020, everyone on the planet decides I'm not going to act on any impulse or whatever to hurt somebody that day. It means nobody gets gassed, chemical attacked, shot, blown up. We're going to have all the militaries of the world join this. One day, all the police, everybody, doesn't matter who you are, UN, Rothschild, Rockefeller, British American Union, Queen of England, Pope, all of you, one day that you guys decide that you're not going to hurt anybody on that day. You're not going to do any violence towards anyone that day. Just one day. That's it. Now, if we can all decide that on 8/8/2020, we're not going to do that, and we all choose not to do that, then maybe we can prove that we deserve to have our own planet, and we deserve to have a life, and we deserve these things. Because I cannot remember a day in my lifetime, in over half a century, that someone was not doing something ugly to somebody else. Didn't matter who it was or what it was. It didn't even matter the reason as to why they were doing it. They were just simply doing it. So all the men that beat their wives, don't beat your wife that day. Don't beat your children that day. If you can choose that on 8/8/2020 that you're not going to do that, then it's possible that 8/9/2020 you can choose not to do it that day too. And it's very possible that 8/10/2020 you can choose not to hurt somebody that day. And we can prove that violence is a choice. And nonviolence, just simply not hurting somebody else, is also a choice. That's going to get deep, folks. You have over 2 years to think about this and decide what you want to do.
Or how about not just,
go ahead.
I was going to say, how about not just think about it, but maybe practice?
Yeah. You can practice it up. You can practice that choice. And we have a website set up. It's called worldempathyday.com. Worldempathyday.com. Okay? Now, you can join the community, which means you click this right here, and it'll open up to this site right here. And all you got to do is log in. You can sign up here, but just put your email in there. You log in, and you go to the dashboard, and you can go to MySpace, and this is worldempathyday.com. You can put in whatever you want. We just made this website. And on this particular website, you can start your own, you can create your own space. You can create your own new space or whatever you want to do. You can promote whatever you want to promote as far as it dealing with World Empathy Day. If you guys, this right here, this logo right here, this is an open universal logo. You can put this on t-shirts, start your own little business. You can put this on hats. Nobody's going to bother you. It's going to take money to get the World Empathy Day across the world. And it's going to take people to go to flea markets and all these things and say, what's World Empathy Day? World Empathy Day is on 8/8/2020. Everyone in the world decides not to do violence against somebody else. For one day, from sunrise to sunset. That's it. Everyone in the world does that. We're talking about 6-7 billion people. Decide that that day they're not going to hurt somebody. If this sounds like something you want to be involved with, just go to worldempathyday.com, hit the community page, and get involved. You can take this logo right here, and the logo is right here and right here. Put that on a t-shirt, sell it. Nobody cares. Put it on a hat, sell it. Put it on a cup, sell it. We don't care. Because this isn't about money. This is about everyone in the world deciding to do one thing at the same time. And this isn't about setting up a new world order. This isn't about new world order crap. Matter of fact, all those people that want the new world order, why don't you join World Empathy Day and not hurt somebody that day? This is a completely neutral thing that came up. There's no conspiracies behind it, and there's no motive behind it other than on 8/8/2020, we all decide that we're not going to hurt somebody that day. And if you feel like you want to hurt somebody, you simply don't act on it. That's it. That one day. Got anything to add, Tony?
So basically, this is about choice. This is about not causing violence on another. And, you know, it was very interesting when you said that you can't remember a day without violence, you know, and I'm thinking about it. I can't remember a day without any violence. I can't remember a day when everything was hunky-dory, you know. There's always been some sort of violence happening, and by joining this community, you'll be joining other like-minded people. You know, you might find that some of them are close to your area and you can start organizing. And like I said earlier, you know, you don't have to wait that long to not do this. You can start practicing, you know, and get it down packed by 8/8/2020.
That's right. If you guys can see this, you'll create new space. Can you see this space opening up?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So all you got to do is create the new space. WRLD, World Empathy Day, FLORIDA. Okay, Florida. So everybody in Florida can get with everybody. It's public, members only. Everyone can enter. Next. Oops, already been taken. I'm sorry. Let's just do this. FLORIDA. How's that?
Yep.
And you got yourself a space. You just enable all these little things. Just click enable. It's real easy. They're all enabled, and you got yourself a space. You can invite others. You invite members by email, or you can pick users. It's easier to invite the members and all your friends and everything else, and you go done. It's that simple, folks. Everybody in Florida can join that spot. If you want to upload, we can upload the logo for you. That's not a problem. And there it is. And we can upload the logo for you again on the main space, or if you want to put your own in there, that's fine with us. If you want to put Florida logo or something like that. And that's it, folks. You got all your spots, and that's how you do it. You can invite whoever you want. Or you invite by email. That will be sent to their emails, and they can join World Empathy Day Florida, or World Empathy Day California, or Georgia, or New Mexico, or Mexico, or Canada, or France, or England, Australia. World Empathy Day. Got 2 years, I think 4 months and something days. to get this word out, that if we can all, as human beings, and this is not about getting rid of the borders, this is not about getting rid of countries, this is simply a way that everybody can make a choice not to hurt somebody else. Is that too much to ask? You choose not to hurt somebody. You choose not to punch somebody. You choose not to yell at somebody. You choose not to tear them down. Internal, external. You just choose not to do that on that day, 8/8/2020. And like I said, not about a new world order, not about tearing down borders, not about anything other than not hurting somebody that day. That's it. It's just that simple. Anybody else have anything else to say before we go?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Alice. So what I was thinking that perhaps what one can post on the media on their page, maybe someone talking to another person explaining what World Empathy Day is, or they can come on here and publish how they changed their logo or how they're spreading the word. Just go ahead and join in on the community and tell us what you think, show us what you're doing. And if everyone does that, then it'll be an active community and everyone can interact with everyone, and we'll get started with the community.
Yeah, it'll spread the word in a positive manner. Imagine all the positive energy in the world on that one day. That people choose not to hurt somebody else. That's it. Just don't do any violence that day. If you did violence the day before, whatever. If you do violence the day after, whatever. If you do violence on that day, you're choosing to do it because it's a choice. We were going to use the word peace, but they've worn that name out. And most of the time, peace is used as in, I come in peace so you don't shoot me while I take your stuff, while I steal everything from you. That's how a lot of that's how the word peace is used. So we got to use the word empathy. Maybe we can cover what the meaning of empathy is if people do not know. You never know. Oh, that's yeah. It'll come up. It'll say, there it is. All right. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. That's it. That's all it is. You understand and share another's experiences and emotions. So we call that World Empathy Day because empathy is the ability to understand somebody else. That's it. How they feel, what they think, everything.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a spousal abuser, then put yourself in their situation and feel what it would be like to go through what you're putting them through. If you abuse your children, think about or put yourself in their shoes and see what they would feel if they felt, or what you would feel if you were to do that to them. Just put yourself in other shoes, understand what they're feeling and what it might feel like to experience what violence you are choosing to put them through.
This is grassroots, folks. This is just from the people. It can be from the people in Canada, from the people in Brazil. Doesn't matter. You can all join this site. And what's the worst that can happen? You might gain a bunch of friends. Like I said, we're not asking you to get rid of your hate. We're asking you to just not act on that hate on 8/8/2020 for 12 hours. Give it a rest. Give it all a break.
I could maybe add road rage to that. You know, it's not exactly violence on another, but it has that potential. And, you know, think about it. If you choose not to participate in that violence, if you have empathy, you might find that that's one of your best drives to work ever.
Well, yeah, we don't know what kind of experiences. You can share your experiences on the community if you start exercising it right now. But let's just have a goal of one day. That's all, just one day, because it's not going to happen everywhere. There's always going to be something. You know what I mean? Was that you, Adam, or Chris?
Yeah, no, this is Chris. I was saying we could add bullying in schools to that list.
Right. Yeah. You may want to punch him. Just don't do it that day. Just don't act on it. That's on, and this is on a Saturday, August 8th, 2020. Comes up on a Saturday. So we're not asking you to give up what you know. What we're asking you to do is not act on it, if that's all you know. From sunrise to sunset. Thank you for listening to the 66th broadcast of the T-ROH Show. We do enjoy the subscribes and the comments. I know this isn't what we normally do, but we thought it's a good thing. Let's start this movement. And let's just stop hurting each other for one day, or acting on wanting to hurt somebody else for one day. Thanks for listening.
8/8/2020.